Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So today we will be having this practical on this physiology. Okay, we will be, and I have already sent you all your syllabus now regarding the topic of your syllabus. That is mainly I will be taking your blood pressure, this your practical on blood pressure as well as temperature. So today what we will do is that this blood pressure, temperature, all these we call it as vital signs. Okay, so before coming into the explanation now, so I would like to explain you all the meaning of vital signs, and then only we will be continuing with all those procedure of how to take BP, this and that. So all of you have any idea what is blood pressure? Any one of you? Any idea what is blood pressure? Blood pressure suna, naam suna kya pehle? Any one of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Samson, can you please tell me what is vital sign? Vital sign, VITALSIGN, vital sign. Samson?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the term vital sign?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Any one of you? If you know, say you know. If you don't know, you say no. That's all. If you don't know, I'll explain. That's all. Anyone?
Sign of life, ma'am.
Pardon, Curly. What did you say?
A sign of life, ma'am.
Sign of life.
Sign of life that the subject is alive.
No. Okay, no problem, Curly.
Measurements, ma'am. Measurements of body temperature.
Jivan, you're speaking something?
Measurements of body's temperature, pulse rate, something, ma'am.
Yes, it's
Something like
very
that.
good, Jivan. Yes, very good. Okay. That means you all have a little bit idea about this. Now, so what is that? As it is online class now, so that is why it is a little bit difficult to show you all in practically, because if we just simply explained all this now, it doesn't work that much, because if we explained in offline, like showing practically now, if you perform and if you experience the sound of, or if you hear the sound of your pulse and all through the stethoscope, it would be like much more better for you all now. So it's like what to say, it's very unfortunate that you have to take your practical class through this online, but it's okay, we will just try to explain how much we can. So vital signs, so from the term itself, vital signs. Okay, vital signs ka matlab hai in under vital signs it comes some point. Okay, that is, in short, you can simply by heart TPR as well as BP. Okay, TPR. So now can you guess what is T? Jiban, can you guess what is T? Because vital signs is TPR followed by
Temperature, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Okay. Kostov, can you please tell me what is P? What is P? What P stand for? Jivan said
Pressure.
what? Pardon?
Ma'am, pressure.
Yes, very good, Kostov. Okay. TP, R is left. What is Pinkro? What is R? R stand for what? Pinkro. Pinkro, what is R stand for? Just
Don't know,
share.
ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Bubbly, what is R? R stand for what? Bubbly?
Yes, ma'am.
R stand for?
No, ma'am.
If you know, you say no. If you don't know, we'll just move past the question to someone else. That's all.
Don't know, ma'am.
Okay, Monica, please tell the answer. Monica.
Respiration.
Okay, very good. Okay, Jiban said T is temperature, cost of said P is pressure, and Monica said R is respiration. So those three are, we simply call it as TPR. Okay, taki like kabhi bhi tum log na bhule. You can simply remember TPR. And the other one is BP, and BP, which we will be focusing and we will be mainly discussing, that is blood pressure. So are you clear what is the meaning of vital sign? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you in for future, not like so that you will never forget. You can just write down in your copy vital signs, TPR, and then BP. So now let us come to blood pressure. Okay, so blood pressure. So the definition. I would like to discuss the definition. Okay, so blood pressure, it is mainly refers to the force, okay, which is exerted by the blood against a vessel wall. So and then the maximum blood pressure which is exerted on the wall of the artery during ventricular contractions when blood is pushed to aortic valve. Okay, and this is called the systolic pressure. Don't worry, I'll be giving you all the notes. Actually, I have prepared a slide, but I forgot now in my this one pen drive. That's fine. So you just write down, okay, the normal blood pressure of the normal blood pressure. You just write down normal blood pressure. Normal blood pressure. So write down the normal blood pressure in an adult is, normal blood pressure in an adult is ADULT. In an adult is, anyone, any idea before I say the answer?
120 by 120. 120 by 90.
120 by? Jivan, what you say?
90, ma'am.
Partially correct. Yeah, say. Say.
120 by
120 by? Say, Dheeraj.
80.
Okay, it's correct. Okay, so the normal blood pressure in an adult is 120 by 80. Write it down, 120 by 80. In my next class, I'll show you the definition, okay, with the slides. So you write down, it's 120 by 80. What is the unit? What is the unit? Anyone? What is the unit? Unit of blood pressure? Unit of blood pressure. Anyone, any idea? Anyone, any idea? Smita, any idea? What is this unit? Smita, any idea? Jiban, any
millimeter.
Jiban, any idea? What will be the unit?
No, ma'am. No idea.
Okay, you just write down, okay? So it's 120 by 80 mm of Hg. Small letter, okay? Mm of Hg. Mm of Hg. Hg. Capital letter H, G is small letter. एक साथ लिखना, Hg. Mm is small letter, okay? Mm, that is millimeter, okay? Mm of Hg. H is capital, G is small letter. Hg. So Hg is mercury, okay? Hg का मतलब है mercury. So whenever you are asked in Viva, okay? So what is the normal like value of blood pressure? You must say 120 by 80 mm of Hg. If you simply mention 120 by 80, then you won't get mark. So you have to mention the unit. So 120 by 80 mm of Hg. And again, if you were asked what is Hg, you have to mention it is mercury. So write it down, mercury, MER, okay, mercury, MERCURY, mercury. Are you done, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have written 120 by 80, right? So have you heard the term systolic pressure and diastolic pressure? Have you heard the term? Systolic
No,
pressure,
ma'am.
yes or no? If no, I'll say.
No, ma'am.
Okay, write it down. That ऊपर अभी जो लिखा है ना 120 by 80, तो उसमें क्या है कि that 120 is the systolic pressure, okay? Systolic pressure and 80 is the diastolic pressure. So जो ऊपर में होता है ना, जो न्यूमरेटर में जो होता है that is 120, उसको systolic pressure कहला जाता है. It is known as 120 is the systolic pressure and 80 is the diastolic pressure. So if you want to like write down the systolic spelling is SYSTOLIC. SYSTOLIC, systolic pressure. You write down pressure. And the other one is diastolic. Okay, the spelling of diastolic is DIASTOLIC. Again, I'll repeat DIASTOLIC, diastolic pressure. So, are you clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, during Viva, if I ask you, what is the normal value of blood pressure? You will say 120 by 80. Which one is the systolic? If I say, Samson, which one will be the systolic, 120 or 80?
120.
Okay, then Dhritiraj, 80 is what? 80 is what? Dhritiraj.
Diastolic.
Yes, diastolic pressure. All of you don't just say diastolic, systolic. Okay, you have to say diastolic pressure, systolic pressure. So that was mainly like the brief explanation regarding only the normal value. Okay, because simply normal value by heart करने से नहीं होता है. In every term, in every letter, it has its meaning. So all those things you have to know before you perform the real procedure. So next you write down. Next again you write down the difference between. Write down the difference between the systolic and diastolic pressure. The difference between the systolic and diastolic pressure is called anyone have any idea? Any idea? If no, I'll say the answer. Any idea?
No, ma'am.
Okay, write it down. It's called pulse pressure. P-U-L-S-E. Pulse pressure. P-U-L-S-E. Pulse pressure. So you know the value of diastolic as well as systolic, right? The difference between those two, okay? The difference between systolic and diastolic pressure, that is known as the pulse pressure. So how much will be the difference? Can anyone tell me? How much will be the difference? You subtract and tell me how much will be the difference. डायस्टोलिक का जो प्रेशर है और सिस्टोलिक का जो प्रेशर है ना, इसका जो वैल्यू है वो माइनस करके देखना कितना आता है.
40, ma'am.
40 is not it. Okay, 40. So 40 is the pulse pressure. Are you clear, all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, 40 is the pulse pressure. So what will be the unit again? As it is pressure, what will be the unit? Mm of?
HG. MM HG.
Yes, mm of Hg. Write down of also, okay? OF. Mm of Hg. Okay, good. Okay, you write down again, okay? Have you ever heard the term hypertension? Hypertension.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is hypertension? You explained.
Ma'am, severe tension.
Severe tension. Okay. Who was the one? Oh, Samson. What is hypertension? According.
Hypertension is when a person's BP gets high, or when he is in
Yes. Yes.
like
Very
in
good. Yes.
severe.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the answer. When someone BP is very high. Okay. अगर किसी का blood pressure बहुत ज़्यादा high होता है, then we call it as this hypertension. Okay. Hypertension. So you already know the value of you already know the normal value of blood pressure, na? So if you know the normal value, then obviously then you will, like, while checking the blood pressure of someone, you can just predict that you will have the low blood pressure or else high blood pressure. Okay, so you just write down one line: blood pressure reaching above. Write down blood pressure reaching, 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 blood pressure reaching above, ABOVE, above 150 by 90 mm of Hg. 150 by 90 mm of Hg. Is termed as hypertension. Let me repeat. Blood pressure reaching above 150 by 90 mm of Hg is termed as hypertension. So high BP का मतलब तो पता है, अगर किसी इंसान का BP बहुत ज़्यादा high हो जाता है, then we call it as this hypertension. So are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you have any doubts, you can just ask me, okay? Okay, then now now you know the normal value. Now you can, like, if you check someone BP also, like, you can say whether he have high BP or not, because you already know the value now, right? That is 150 by 90 mm of Hg. Then you can just say to that person that you have high BP, your BP is very high. You can say now there, if you like know the value of hypertension, now you should also know the value of this hypotension. Understand? Hypotension means what? Hypotension. The opposite.
Low blood pressure.
Okay, very good. Low blood pressure. Okay. Hyper का मतलब हर चीज ज्यादा हो जाने से hyper. When everything goes high, when everything rise up, we call it as hyper. So hypo means it relate to low. Okay, lower. So you can just write down. You just write down. After full stop, you just write down if the blood pressure reading is, if the blood pressure reading, READING, reading is below 90 by 60 mm of Hg, it is termed as hypotension. Hypotension. Are you clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, it's very easy. From the today class itself, try to, like, clear up everything, because this vital signs, everything, understanding the normal value, each and every part, if you understand, it will not only help you gain education, okay, help you gain knowledge. It will also help you, like, you know, for the, like, first aid treatment. It can also help your family, because if there is the instrument is available, you yourself can, like give the primary or the earliest treatment to your family itself. So it's very, very much helpful. So, okay.
Ma'am, you'll give these notes in WhatsApp?
I will give you all the definition, but the normal value which I have discussed, I think you all have written down, right? So I think it's not needed to be given, I think, because all this,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
yeah, just this normal value. The definition I will be giving you all, because definition is a kind of little bit vast, na? So I can't just read out. I have to explain a bit. So it's okay, na? This normal value you all can catch up, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so now we will be discussing, okay, the factor that affect our blood pressure. Okay, you can just write down heading: factor affecting blood pressure. Factors affecting blood pressure. Factor affecting blood pressure. Have you written the heading, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Brief details about this, I will again give you all notes, okay? But there are some points which I want you all to write it down, just the point. So factor affecting blood pressure means, like, what are the factor that can increase or decrease your blood pressure that you need to know. So first of all, you write number 1, age, age, age. Age. So anyone have any idea during birth, okay? During birth, is the blood pressure high or low?
I guess it is high, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone? Anyone?
Low, ma'am.
Low. Okay, no problem. Okay. At least you share your point of view. Can just you write down, okay? The blood pressure is lowest at birth. So I'll give you all the notes, but still, you can just write it down a little bit. The blood pressure is, because when I explain, I will explain more. But when I give notes, it will be it's short, but you might not be able to understand also. So while explaining, you try to catch up. So write down the blood pressure is lowest at birth, okay? At birth, BIRTH. Give comma, rising at adolescent. Rising at adolescent. ADOLESCENT. Rising at adolescent. उसका मतलब है कि बच्चा जन्म होते ही उसका ब्लड प्रेशर लो होता है, लेकिन धीरे धीरे when he or she become adult, at that time his or her blood pressure increase, okay? And then ये फिर से लिखना, and slightly decreases with aging. Slightly, SLIGHTLY, slightly decreases with aging. AGEING, aging. So this line indicate that when the child at birth, the baby blood pressure is low, but in adult it is high. And again, during aging means as your age increases, so your blood pressure also become lower. So that is what this line indicates. But there is also one, people used to say that umar zyada hone se blood pressure increase ho jata hai. They used to say there is also certain cases, okay, in elderly we find that their blood pressure are high. So that is the main reason behind that is this due to when our this peripheral resistance. Okay, it is mainly due to increased peripheral resistance. Okay, you can simply like note that point. Okay, you can simply write down due to increased peripheral resistance, the blood pressure increase in the elderly. Due to increased peripheral resistance. Okay, peripheral. 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 Peripheral resistance. Peripheral resistance increase होने का वजह से like the blood pressure increases in the elderly in certain cases. Okay, it's not like it's everyone. Are you done writing, all of you?
Ma'am, due to the increase,
Okay. Peripheral resistance. Write down peripheral resistance. Jivan, please take attendance. Okay, only 10 minutes left, and my class is still 2:45. So once the class is ended, okay, you please join it again. So for Ritik, it is peripheral resistance. Okay, Ritik.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah, write down. If you need the spelling, it is peripheral, peripheral resistance. Okay, then let's do one thing for this much class. Let's end. Okay, then as soon as you end the class, you join it again. Okay, so that like we can take fast. Is it okay, all of you?
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Then for now,
Ma'am,
thank you, everyone.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, I forgot. Jiban, have you done taking attendance?
Yes, ma'am. But who is that Zoom user, ma'am? What's the name of that person?
What is written?
I think he disconnected, ma'am. I think
Oh, then leave it. If
Zoom
you got
user,
it.
ma'am.
Okay, leave it. Or if the name are mentioned nicely, then only like you write down their name. Okay. If something like Galaxy,
Okay.
something what is written, nah, like then no need to like give them anything.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then for now, thank
Done,
you,
ma'am.
everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.